Hey everybody, it's Stellara and welcome back to World of Warcraft The War Within, patch 11.2. On our last episode, we completed Chapter 3 of the campaign that was introduced in this patch, and we finally enlisted the help of some allies. We now have the Wastelanders on our side after some help from our friend, I don't like using that word, our acquaintance, Xal'atath. Basically, through Xal'atath's assistance, we were able to convince the Wastelanders to join us by helping them commune with their world soul. They had been convinced that Karesh, their world soul, had been destroyed and were just hell-bent on revenge. But we were able to commune with Karesh and they were able to hear his voice very faintly, but enough to convince them that, hey, this is not over yet. And so we now have allies. Soul Scribe, who is the leader of the Wastelanders, actually gave us her Rishi ribbon, which is fantastic, and her tribe has pledged to help us fight against the Shadow Guard and Dimensius. So you can see this fancy new cape I have. This is the Rishi ribbons. It's actually an upgradable item here in patch 11.2. So it's a really, really powerful upgrade, which is fantastic. But in terms of quest, we're now, we need to continue the campaign by accepting the quest, The Next Dimension in Karesh. So that's exactly what we're going to do. We did a little bit of a side quest, if you will, over here at Overlook Zoshul in our last episode, getting the Rishi wraps and upgrading them. So we need to actually go back to the dome now, because that's where we're going to pick up our next quest and start Chapter 4 of the Knife's Edge campaign. I've said it once, I've said it a million times, the skies of Karesh are absolutely beautiful, and the work that the brokers have been able to accomplish in these domes, also fantastic. If Karesh could look like this, well, I think everyone would be happier. Alright, so here we are, Xal'atath and the rest of the crew are here, and we can speak to Soul Scribe to get started. It has been so long since I heard his voice. I cannot believe he was still here with us all this time. You've given me true hope, Tarala, and my honor and oath demand that I do whatever is in my power to save Karesh. I will give you the Rishi ribbons, and the Wastelanders will join your fight. By the songs of Karesh, I will join you to face the Shadow Guard and Dimensius in battle. Let those that would prey on untamed Karesh fear his followers. My scouts have tracked your comrades setting a foothold in Shadow Guard territory. They will need our assistance. Karesh lives, our cause is just, our oaths are unbroken.
I remember this feeling, the touch of Karesh. I wish to carry out my oaths to him.
Whoa, that was an interesting looking mount. What are those things? They're like bats. Okay, so they're flying off.
And an army. All it took was the promise of a better world.
Uh-huh. Thanks for your help, Xal'atath. I mean, I don't know if I necessarily loved her methods, but hey, she did kind of trick them, and in the end, she did give them what they wanted, which was confirmation that the World Soul was not, in fact, dead, and then we benefited in the process. As she said, we now have another Rishi ribbon. We now have an army. Two things that are going to be needed if we are going to save Karesh, and most importantly, stop Dimensius.
Shadow Guard harry us from all sides, even across plains. We must not be caught off guard.
The camp has been claimed by Void Elves. We've heard tales of their victories against the Shadow Guard on softer worlds.
What is it?
I did not know there were this many Void touched from your world. How do they shield their souls from its madness?
My oath, guide.
Naraith is right. We are fortunate that Void Elves have experience battling the Shadow Guard. The wastes of Karesh are merciless, and the battle to come will be as well. I hope they are prepared for a brutal fight. These will not be the scattered scouts they are used to fighting on Telegrus. You should ensure they are ready for the battle to come.
I am bound by the Razzle Sorcerer is here. Fortunately for him, my oaths do not demand his death specifically.
That's good. Alright, so speaking of Void Elves, we haven't actually seen Illyria in a while. She sort of stormed off after her last confrontation with Locust Walker.
Locust Walker.
Oh.
I don't trust you any more than Xal'atath. Time to aim our weapons toward Dimensius instead of our allies, Illyria.
So it looks like since we last saw Illyria, she's went and gotten some backup of her own. She doesn't know how much she can trust Locust Walker anymore. She obviously does not trust Xalatath, but she trusts these people who, like her, have been touched by the void but embrace it, overpower it, don't let it destroy them, and instead use it as a weapon.
We are in danger.
I'm glad you've joined the fray, Tralla. We have a difficult path ahead of us.
The Rendori are gathered. They have fought the Shadow God before.
Perhaps your band of outcasts will finish the job this time.
What of your vendetta, Soul Scribe? Should I prepare for your blade in my back?
The rabble will pay for their crimes in time.
Not an ounce of trust between us. What hope do we have of victory?
Such pessimism. Do you really think I would have thrown in my lot for a hopeless cause? Together, we will destroy the All-Devouring. The only other choice is our own destruction. Trust? Trust is overrated, but we all want to survive. And isn't that enough?
You're right. I have no trust for any of you. But for Azeroth to survive, you can trust the Rendori will defeat the All-Devouring. Don't assume victory.
Alright, Illyria, what do you need? The journey here from Telegrus was not without risk or complication. Some of our Riftwalkers were severely injured as they traversed the space between worlds, but they were able to bring with them enough of a force to defeat the Shadow Guard. Help Riftblade Maella with the wounded. I need to take the measure of our new allies.
Beware her manipulations.
Ah yes, there's a wounded Riftwalker right here. The Riftwalker lays wounded in the sands. You may be able to assist. Okay, let's see if I can bandage them up.
The whispers do not control me.
There we go. Okay, hopefully that helped a little bit.
Illyria called for our aid against Dimensius. We will follow her to the end.
Wow. There you have it. Illyria has some very, very loyal allies. There's also Magister Umbric over here.
With an open mind.
Sarala, I heard you were here on Karesh. Good, I need help. My apprentice Leona has been researching novel means of harnessing the power of the void. She's approached a demon hunter named Adaris to see if the Illidari's methods could offer any insights. To be honest, I'm not sure I trust Adaris. He's not studious, unlike Leona. Leona was just going to observe him as he sought to master the void, but she's disappeared. Please find her. Talk with Adaris. He knows something.
The light is not the only path.
Okay, perhaps we should deal with this before we speak again with Illyria. I'm sure she'll appreciate us helping out her people. So it looks like Adaris is over here somewhere. There's another quest actually here we can pick up as well from researcher Essere.
Baladash, Malamore.
Evoker, I heard you have explored untethered space. That place is soaked with pristine void energy. I would like to explore it myself, but the last who have ventured into were consumed by the void. I need help with my research. There are phase-lost creatures in the Voidscar Cavern that I could use to examine their essence. If you could collect that for me, I would be grateful.
The whispers do not
Be careful.
control.
We don't know the true horrors that lurk in untethered space. Alright, well, we'll get to that. First, though, here's Adaris, the Illidari, aka the Demon Hunter. So cool with those dual blades.
Dedicated to destroying the Burning Legion.
What? No bow? Make it quick, Evoker. I have no time and, more importantly, no interest in idle conversation. Well, can you tell me where Umbric's apprentice went? Fine, I'll tell you if it means an end to these interruptions. The young Void Elf and I have entered into a pact. I teach her the ways of the Illidari, and she conducts a ritual to infuse me with the powers of the Void. To that end, she's retrieving an item of power I require to realize my ambition. If she yet lives, you can find her at the Fracture of Lacuna. If she's dead, well, unfortunate, but then she's of no further use to me.
Remember,
Jeez, Adaris.
Nothing is more important than the Legion's destruction.
Wow, okay, that was, rather cold of him. Well, at least we've got a lead. I'm going to pick up the flight point right there, and then I guess we'll enter into untethered space. And from here, we need to collect phase-altered essence. As well We may as well do the area quest that's here, which is just thwarting some of the sabotage that's happening in the other plane. So we'll just pick up a whole bunch of quests and knock them off as we head this way. Okay, this is the Void Scar Cavern, so I guess if we defeat the monsters in here, we will get the phase-altered essence that we were asked to get. Ooh, we also picked up something else. Covered in slime and saliva, the journal bears a partial entry of a previous phase diver. Day 27. Untethered space is much more vast than I expected, with monsters stronger than I've seen on Karesh. There's a nearby cave I will explore tomorrow. It is brimming with phase-altered essence. This could bode useful for better understanding the ecology out here. Alright, so researcher SRA would probably be very interested in that, so we'll make sure we deliver it to her when we report back in. I guess we weren't the first phase diver to come exploring this cavern, but unfortunately we may be the last. I don't like the sounds of that journal. It makes me think he probably never returned, but hey, we'll be okay here. We've got a bunch of these phase lost creepers, but they're all right. Each one we take down gives us some of the essence. So we'll just need to take down 2 more. 1 more.
I must get closer.
And we're done. Alright, let's get out of here. Alright, back in Shandora. Let's speak to researcher SRA about everything. You're alive! I was beginning to worry that my research would be halted. That's what you were worried about? Not, you know, that I was dead? Anyway, we'll give her the journal. This is brimming with knowledge of untethered space. I would like to read it further. Thank you for aiding my research. Truly amazing. Everything to be learned about phase diving. I'm so glad that she likes the journal, but is obviously not concerned about its owner's whereabouts or current status. Were you able to collect the phase-altered essence? This will provide a lot to forward my research on untethered space. I thank you. I can't imagine what discoveries we can begin to unravel about Karesh. Well, I'm happy to help, I guess. And now that that's done, we can go locate Leona at the Fracture of Lacuna, which appears to be... oh, right here. You're not Adaris. I suppose I shouldn't be surprised. Adaris sent you. His lack of faith in my abilities and desire to delegate speak volumes. The Void espouses all truths, Tarala, and in none of them do I defeat Ramantah without some help. And here you are. My quarry is a cosmic worm known as Ramantah the Insatiable. It started out small enough, but with each Void entity it feasts upon, it grows, and its power grows along with it. If we can defeat it, I can claim its power. Will you help me? We must feed Ramantah on the remains of the Void Tempests that we defeat here. Ah, okay. Only then will he be suffused with enough Void energy to be useful for Adaris' ritual. So this is a multi-step process. Alright, well here's a Void Tempest. So let's start there. And, oh, we need to throw the Void Lure on the remains of a defeated Void Tempest to attract Ramantah and get him to eat. Good, I wasn't sure if he would take to the lure. I gotta be honest, Ramantah's a bit smaller than I expected, but there, just as I finished saying that, he actually grew in size when he consumed the Void Tempest, so I guess that's the whole point. He's a little too small to be of use right now in any sort of ritual, but hopefully after a couple of snacks, he'll be bolstered and ready to go. So let's take down some more Void Tempests, toss another lure. Get the snake to come munch on him. Ramantah? Ramantah, it's dinner time! So voracious. I can feel the Void energy emanating from it. Oh yeah, it's getting bigger and it's getting darker and scarier and more evil looking. Alright, this is working. One more. Right. That's enough. I've prepared an area where we can confront this creature. Let's head there and get what I came for. Sounds good. Right over here. Void Lure. Throw the Void Lure on the pile of ethereal remains to attract Ramantah. Oh, he's coming. Oh, he's a lot bigger now, that's for sure. Alrighty. Luckily, he was still pretty easy to take down, though. Thank you, Torella. I should be able to get all void energy needed for the ritual. Head back to Adaris. I'll complete the harvest, and I'll be following close behind. Yeah, no worries. That was relatively easy, to be honest with you. Hopefully, Adaris is appreciative of all we went through to conduct this ritual for him. Report on Leona's success in harvesting Ramantah's void essence. I've harvested the void essence of Ramantah. All we need is the appropriate vessel to store it for the ritual. Don't forget our pact, Adaris. Once your ritual is complete, you'll share the secrets of the Illidari with us. Of course, my dark cousin. That's it. You've been helpful so far, and in return I'll allow you to take part in making history on this discarded, broken corpse of a planet. Illidan taught us that if we are to fight threats that acknowledge no limits, we must be willing to do the same. With his rage, he tamed the power of the Fel, and so will I with the Void. A fragment from this world, touched by the All-Devouring, is held deep in the heart of North Sufod. With the Void essence Leona collected, and this fragment as a vessel, I will yoke the power of the Void to my will. Combining the strength of the Illidari and the secrets of the Rendori will make me unstoppable. I gotta be honest, I don't really like the way he speaks to me. Join us in North Sufod immediately, or miss out on your chance to be part of something greater. Those are some sick mounts, but yeah, I don't know that I like this Adaris. He's something else, that's for sure. Alright. We'll go meet him, down this way? Let me check my map. Oh yeah, it's all the way down on the other side of this continent. Why do I have a feeling that this whole thing is gonna go horribly, terribly wrong, and Adaris isn't gonna be able to control his power or something like that?
Reshanor tears freely in and out of untethered space, devouring all that is left of our world. Bring its reign to an end.
I don't know, that great dragon looked pretty strong. I might have to leave that for someone else. We're gonna focus on what we came here to do. Perfect, I can feel the energy radiating from it. How do we remove it? I've read about similar containments. If we find the keys, we'll be able to deactivate these devices that hold it in place. Okay, so I guess that's what I'm here to do. Its power begs to be released. Can't you hear it? Seek out the Relictors. They comb through these wastes like carrion feeders, sifting through proof of their people's weakness in a misguided attempt to find strength. The only object of real value is here in front of us, and they keep it contained out of fear. I will not make that mistake. Go, find these Relictors, unburden them of their keys, and return.
We do not meet again. Die well.
Yeah, Adaris is, he feels a little bit too big for his britches. He thinks he's completely unstoppable and he can do whatever he wants and harness any power that he wants. But I've just got a bad feeling that that's all gonna come back and bite him in the butt. Regardless, here are the Relictors. Fool, it cannot be controlled, only contained. The worst part is they're probably right. But anyway, we got a key of the waning moon. And there's a whole bunch of them here, basically conducting an archaeological experiment. Let's see, another Relictor, there it is. Trespasser! The fragment must never be unleashed. That's key of the Eternal Night. Now, I did hear a skywriting glyph ping when I was flying right here, so I just wanted to take a look. Is it up here? Don't actually see it. I heard it ping, but Keep an eye out for it. Alright, the last one should be right here. Your ignorance will be your doom, Outlander. Okay, that should be all of the keys. So let's get back to that fragment. I keep hearing that glyph ping and I really want to find it, but one thing at a time. Hello. You're back. Good. I'm prepared to contain the released fragments, Rala, whenever you're ready. Okay, so we need to unlock each of these energy pylons or deactivate them. One down. Yeah, I'm really scared of what's going to happen when we drop that thing. Probably going to get assaulted by some crazy creature, void energy, but I'm sure we can handle it, right? Right? Alright, there's the final pylon. Ah, yes, there it is. The power in this fragment is more volatile than I predicted. Okay, I got it. Nothing bad happened.
I've sacrificed everything.
You've proved yourself useful so far, Evoker. Continue to do so. Retain the fragment for now. I will need it soon. At last, with the promise of this fragment's power and my mastery over the Illidari ways, I will be ready to fight the Shadow Guard and any other threats the Void throws at us. Leona spoke of a cave near Shandora where the Void energies suffused in Karesh converge. Meet us there and play a part in my ascension.
Death to the Legion.
Okay. So we need to go meet Adaris and Leona at the ritual site inside the cave at the Fracture of Lacuna. Here we are. So this is actually back in the cave that we were just in the Void Plane, helping out the researchers. So this is a very important cave for a lot of our quests today. We're in it now in the material plane, so it looks a little bit different, a little more solid, if you will. But wow, there are a lot of void crystals in here, a lot of void energy. Now, unfortunately, they are up on a plateau that's higher than I can access, so I'm gonna have to go around, I think, to get up there. Unless, I think I can do a little bit of platforming here. Oh yeah, there we go. Okay, this must be the place.
Question everything.
We're nearly prepared, although I can't help but wonder if Adaris' reach exceeds his grasp. That's a good way to put it, actually. Adaris is preparing his mind and body for the ritual. Our task is to place the fragment at 2 points within this cavern, which will both align the crystal to the void energy in the area and attract any void entities that reside nearby. Defeat those entities and their essence will be absorbed into the fragment, empowering it further.
The whispers do not control me.
Yeah, I worry. That's about all I need to say. I've got a bad feeling about all this. Alright. So it's not back here. I need to go back towards the entrance. Right, here's the first spot, the southern fragment location. And that attracts the creatures. We will now get rid of the void tunnelers. Okay. Oh, there's even more. Now there's a void stalker. Oh, I didn't realize there was a whole portal that opened there. I see. Now we've got Levianon the Starved, who's coming out here presumably to have me for his lunch. Not gonna let that happen. Alright, southern fragment location has now been aligned, so we just have to do that again in the northern area, and then I guess they'll be ready for their ritual, whatever that looks like. over here we've got Ekasoth the Prideful. Alright, northern fragment location has been aligned. Let's go check back in. It's so quiet in this cave. It's also a lot bigger than it looks. There we go. Okay. Back around.
The universe is full of mystery.
Well done. I'll take it from here. This is it, Sarala. Place the Kareshi fragment above Adaris, and I will channel the void lure containing Ramantaz's void essence into the shard. Adaris is powerful and determined, but we're attempting something both experimental and dangerous. I'll ask you to be vigilant.
Sherelle Laron.
Are you ready, Adaris? Do it. I can feel it. Limitless. All futures are open to me, within my reach. What? Who? So many voices whispering to me. Do not attempt to exert your will upon it, Adaris. Let it wash over you. No, you are weak. I can bind it to my will. Don't be a fool, Adaris. Listen to me. No, we need to do something. Quickly, Tarala, push him through the portal, or he'll bring this cave down upon us. Not us just kicking him through the portal. His pride almost killed us, Tarala. Where is he gonna be now? I didn't have the time or focus to pick a destination for that portal, Tarala. He could be anywhere. I did all I could to prevent this outcome. If you hadn't pushed him through the portal, the unrestrained void energy would have collapsed the cave around us. He was strong. In a way, I think that worked against him. Meet me back in Shandora. I need to report to Umbric and let him know what happened here.
Maintain control.
I cannot believe that the ending of that quest involved us kicking a guy through a void portal. That was crazy, but not unexpected. I figured the void energy was going to be too much for him to control, because he was clearly very arrogant, and that did work against him in the end. What I didn't expect, I expected a fight at the end, what I didn't expect was the kicking, so that was kind of fun. But alright, as perhaps expected, the ritual was unsuccessful, so let's go back and report in about the results.
I have much to teach you.
I could feel the void energies roiling from here, Evoker. Leona, you're well, I see. Did you learn anything from that demon hunter?
Baladash Malanore.
We attempted to infuse Adaris with the void. He is strong, but there were complications. He was partially successful, though the backlash of energy nearly brought the cavern down on top of us. I see. Does he live? I believe so. We were forced to push him through a portal, and his current whereabouts are unknown. What of your experiments? Did you learn the secret of harnessing the void in this way? I'm getting closer, Magister. The Kareshi fragment is inert but intact. Given time or a better teacher, I can master these techniques. Good. I hope Adaris can forgive us for saving him from his own folly. You did well. Thank you for your assistance in this, Tarala. Why do I have a feeling Adaris is not going to forgive us for this? If and when we ever see him again. I sincerely hope that Adaris is well and that he doesn't blame us. The Rendori have enough enemies as it is. I am excited that Leona has made a breakthrough, though she never would have succeeded without your help.
Shadows watch over you.
Alright, so that's that quest complete. And now that we've helped out her people, hopefully Illyria will be happy and we can check in now with Soul Scribe. These elves are more resilient than I thought. Perhaps our people have both been tempered by adversity.
We failed, Karesh.
My people have fought across every inch of the ruins of our world. We gave our oath to King Saladar, and he rewarded us by sending the Shadow Guard to hunt us down. Saladar is long dead, but we knew the Shadow Guard would return. In the long years that followed, we secreted caches of blades, of weapons, so we would always be able to raise a blade in defiance.
My oath guide me.
What is Xalatath planning?
With or without Xalatath, the Shadow Guard have long been a thorn in my side. It would be wise to take out as many as we can on this rock. I still do not trust her, but we must focus on the enemy we can defeat right now. Do not relent, Tarala. If you see any Shadow Guard, cut them down. A battle against them today saves us a battle against them tomorrow.
We hunt the truth. The Shadow Guard have begun their attack. This will be the first test of our untrusting coalition.
Untrusting coalition.
Will not prevail this day.
That's a good way to put it.
Fight, so Karesh may live.
Alright, so we need to take out a bunch of Shadow Guard, and along the way we're looking for weapons caches. So we do have this artifact detector. Presumably when we get close enough to a cache, that will activate and we'll know to look. So I guess we'll just keep walking. Yeah, this is going up and up and up. Aha, I think it's right here. There it is. Alright. Perfect. There we go. Shadow Guard weapons. Nice. Got a whole bunch of them there, and then should be some more weapons right here. Alrighty. Taking down the Shadow Guard, fast and furious. Doesn't look like we're next to any caches over this way, though. I think we're gonna have to go back up the other way. Alright, that's enough phase guards slain. Now we just need to slay one more adept and 3 more void tamers. And along the way, hopefully we'll find some caches. Alrighty, and we're done. Taken out the Shadow Guard and retrieved the weapons. So let's go check in with our crew. Looks like they've actually moved over to the other side. There we go.
While you fought, we scouted the Shadow Guard. They must have a Rishi ribbon.
Oh, well that's not good. Okay.
You have found me.
Well done, Tarala. If the Shadow Guard bled, I'm certain the sands would be soaked. Many more lay before us on the path to victory. There will be time for celebrations yet.
Stay alert.
These will do. They are still as sharp as ever. I will arm my people and your allies for Karesh, Tarala.
I am bound by my word.
Very good, my champion. You are a swift and sharp blade of destruction. We will put all that power to use now. We will slaughter the Shadow Guard that seek to raise Dimensius and the machines created to feed his insatiable hunger. The Shadow Guard must have a Rishi ribbon among their spoils. As we destroy their garrisons, look for this final ribbon. It is our way forward to kill a Void Lord.
With my help, victory, with our new army, we will raise their garrisons until we take the Rishi for ourselves.
Well, here we go. It's time for the full assault.
Take their wraps. No new Shadow Guard will be bound today.
Alright, let's do it. Let's let the assault begin. We're here at Shadow Point, which appears to be a base of sorts for the Shadow Guard. And we're just walking on in and taking them out. Taking all of their Forgecaster wraps. Getting rid of the guards. The music is suitably epic for this battle. There we go.
Glorious. Now destroy the garrison's machinery. You are destruction itself.
I mean, that's a little dramatic, but sure, I'll destroy the machinery. I love how Xalatath is just watching while I do all the hard work here, by the way. Alright, it's 2, 3, and 4. Uh-oh. Dimensius. It's the first time we've heard from him.
We must push forward before the Void Lord awakens.
For once, I do agree with you, Xalatath. Alright, let's keep moving. So this is one base or outpost destroyed. Good start. I have a feeling this is going to be an epic series of quests here as we just push towards Dimensius' foothold.
Look what they are doing to my people. Their souls filled with the void, oath-bound to the all-devouring against their will.
Yeah, this is quite the operation they've got going here. Look at that.
Sharp as a blade, aren't you?
A few more of these and we might even have a chance. Do not relent, Tarala. You are capable of this and so much more.
I will
2 more to go. 2
promised.
more places for the ribbon to be hidden.
Keep your enemies close.
I have fought Shadowguard on Aradoth, Telagros, and now on Karesh. They are a thorn that should be plucked from the cosmos. That they should follow the very monster that threatened their world proves they are a scourge, though perhaps I am no better, fighting alongside Xalatath. I will grapple with that contradiction later. For now, I intend for us to put an end to them, Tarala.
Know your target.
Our fight continues.
Turning into beings of energy was a choice we made when we had no other option. In the time since then, we have become reliant on consuming energy to survive. The Shadowguard are feeding that power to Dimensius. His hunger is infinite, and he will drain the energy from Karesh to fuel his reemergence. We must destroy this machinery that feeds him.
We do what we must.
This is unthinkable, heretical. The Shadowguard have captured my warriors and are converting them into new troops for Dimensius, forcing an oath to serve the All-Devouring as the void fills their being. Free them, Tarala. We cannot let this last any longer. I will send Neraith to aid you in this fight. She knows how to untether the souls of Oathbreakers.
Break an oath.
We need to destroy the Shadowguard, or their army will overrun us.
Call upon Naratha in battle if you need aid.
Alright, this is it. The ultimate assault. All of our allies are here, and we are literally on Dimensius' doorstep. It is time to give him everything we got. And holy moly, look at that spiral, that blue and purple. It is so beautiful in the most ominous of ways. Alright, so we need to rescue 6 trapped Wastelanders. We need to disable 6 power pylons, and along the way, we need to extinguish some Shadowguard. That's exactly what we're going to do now. I popped right down into the pit of things. Maybe not the best idea to take on this many at once, but no time like the present, right? They fall before my feet. Alright, perfect. That was a whole bunch of them taken down right there. We just literally have to work our way through battling Shadowguard, disabling pylons, and rescuing any Wastelanders we see. This is so epic. Wow. And at all times, again, you can see that spiral right over there. So ominous. We're coming for you, Dimensius. Here's the first of the trapped Wastelanders we've seen. Wow, they do not look good. Let's get you out of there.
We return with our victories today!
Yeah! Alright. I could feel the void calling to me. Don't worry, you're safe now. Okay, there we have it. The power pylons are disabled, the Wastelanders are rescued, and the Shadowguard were obliterated, for lack of a better term. We've done some major damage, so now let's go meet up with everybody over at the next base.
A trained mind can withstand the void. This mana forge untethers the soul and binds it to Dimensius.
The void devours all.
Is this the fate of the Rendore? Given long enough, will we too serve the very forces we fight today? I had always looked to Locust Walker as an example we can emulate, but it appears the Rendore must find their own path.
Find the path to victory.
How many were lost, do you think? I have a duty to my people. Let us finish this so none are forced to serve the all-devouring again.
We failed, Karesh.
My people's technomancy could be put to great and beneficial use, yet time and time again we use it for great evil. As Dimensius' power grows, we are all diminished. We must continue disabling or destroying these buildings. I am loath to destroy the technology of my people, but when used for such dire purpose, there is no choice. From here on out, hold nothing back. Let us raise the works of the Shadow Guard.
My past does Zalatath is focused on destruction at all costs. However, I will not abandon my people to the Shadow Guard's mercies.
So you can still defy her after all.
Careful, champion. This garrison's conduits have been overloaded with void energy. This is raw power, enough to overwhelm and remake untethered souls. It must be stopped.
Okay, so what do you want me to do now? Shadow Guard energy reserves. Oh, these things. Destroyed. Okay. Doesn't look like there's any guards in here, which is really strange. An area of such intense power, you'd think they'd have more guards. I guess they've got these little traps that I need to avoid, so that takes the place of combat. I need to avoid all this stuff, but even still, you'd think if this was their grand energy reserve, they'd be a bit more cautious about it, but hey, I shouldn't complain, right? It's making my life easier. Alright, there's the reserves destroyed. And Dimensius continues to awaken. Let's get out of here.
As Dimensius grows in power, all fates bend toward destruction.
Which is not ideal. Alright, that's another of their bases destroyed.
A nightmare I had forgotten. The all-devouring stirs. We must hurry.
There's only more darkness ahead of us. Be prepared for anything.
Survival is our utmost priority.
Now is the time, Tarala. We must not hesitate. They will send their strongest to defend this last mana forge. We will find Nexus Prince Azir there, and we will end him before we take this battle to Dimensius. Zalatath or no Zalatath, we have what we need to do this. Just one final kill. Let us not dally. Make haste. So Nexus Prince Azir is the guy who stole the Dark Heart from Zalatath. Okay, interesting. So he may still know where it is.
I can trust Zalatath surely means to betray us. Let us destroy the final garrison before she gets the chance.
Yeah, well, presumably her primary objective is locating the heart, so if we're looking for Zalatath, I have a feeling we'll find her right over here. Shadow Point Apotheosis.
At last, our oath will be shed in glory today.
Alright, here he is. Nexus Prince Azir. He's the only guy in here.
By my hand, Dimensius returns. The dark heart I stole from the Harbinger will revive the all-devouring.
Oh man, he's got phantom images now? Prince is not going down without a fight, and I respect it. But it's not making this an easy one. Alright. It's getting close. We're giving him everything we got. There we go. Bye-bye, Phantom Prince.
Saladar survived?
Oracles of Karesh! You dare defy your king! You dare break your oath!
King Saladar, you died, and our oath died with you.
No! With Dimensius as my master, I have been remade in the void. Your oath to me still stands. Honor it now, and slay the rabble as you swore to do.
How could we fight for you? You serve the all-devouring.
And by sacred oath, so do all of you. Obey, or die as oathbreakers.
Oracles, Wastelanders, we have no choice. Kill the rabble and their followers. Fulfill your oath.
You can't be serious. After everything we've been through, you're now going to betray us. You still think your oath binds you even though your king is evil? Oh, that's annoying. Alright, on the bright side, we did get the Rishi ribbon.
Your oaths. You don't have to betray us.
We have no choice. We will not die as oath breakers.
Dang.
Take Azir's Rishi ribbon, champion. We have paid a steep price for it. There are so few left to fight Dimensius.
Yeah, this is exactly what Dimensius wants, for all of us to turn on each other. So we killed the prince, but unfortunately the king's still here, and if the king's fate is anything for us to rely on, the prince can probably be reborn as well. We got the Rishi ribbon, but at what cost? We have so few allies.
What betrayal have you planned?
The Wastelanders betrayed you. Our interests are still aligned, and victory is within our grasp.
Who can we trust?
I grow tired of this lesson, Tirala. Always when we get close to someone, they betray us. They falter. They turn. They die. Always we put them in danger and we fail to protect them. Let no one else stand in our path. You and me, Tirala, we will finish this.
The Shadow God will not prevail.
Right, we did get a helm, the Fallen Prince's helm. Whoa, that completes the armor set. Look at this. That is very, very cool looking. All right, well, we're ready.
If it isn't my favorite mortal.
The possibilities have begun to narrow. We are on the cusp of victory. Are you ready, my champion, to fulfill your oath against Dimensius? Very well. I have some promises of my own to keep. Let us formalize our defense against Dimensius by the platform toward the Mana Forge.
We're in this together. Come, my champion. We have a Void Lord to kill.
Question on everybody's lips is, are we going to be able to actually kill him this time? Because we thought we killed him before. We only just drove him away. So to kill him might be easier said than done. But with these Rishi ribbons, hopefully we have a chance. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
We haven't much time. We must begin the ritual.
And then there were four. Sarala, Locust Walker, Illyria, and Xalatath standing before Dimensius.
Hello, my champion.
Here we are on the precipice of victory. So many possibilities between here and there. You have promises to keep, Xalatath.
We will. It is time! Present your Rishi ribbons. I will fulfill my word.
I can't. It's madness to trust her with this power.
Dimensius is almost upon us. How many more worlds must be destroyed?
Time grows short. Bind your ribbon or use it to destroy me. As it once destroyed Karesh. Choose, Illyria.
Illyria. Please.
Did she betray us? Kind of looks like she betrayed us. What the heck just happened?
Dimensius must be stopped.
Getting our force here was just the beginning. We must still face the All-Devouring.
I must talk to you before we cross the threshold.
No, I guess
Windrunner.
she didn't betray us.
When you behold the Void Lord, you will understand. You will know why my actions were necessary.
No, Locust Walker. I won't. You became a monster to defeat Dimensius. You sacrificed your world, your loved ones. I would never do that.
There was no other way.
That's what you keep telling me. We lied and manipulated our way to this victory because that is how she does things. You think you've escaped the Void, that you are its master. But every dark whisper in my head confirms that you are lost. You are the Void's creature. No better than Xalatath.
Dang.
Windrunner.
I will follow the champion into that mana forge. For Azeroth. For Karesh. For all the worlds unknown who we will spare this cruel fate. Then we are done. You are no longer my teacher. No longer my compatriot. No longer my friend.
Wow.
Valeria.
Lead on, champion. Dimensius awaits.
That's crazy. Okay, so these are the Rishi ribbons. We use these, and then we go to the other plane.
There is much left to do.
Stay vigilant, my friend. Xalatath's games have not yet unfolded. We must be prepared for her inevitable betrayal.
The Shadow Guard have reinforced their position. We must disrupt their forces before they can launch an all-out assault.
This is it, Sarala. We must defeat this Void Lord, no matter what it takes.
Stay alert.
Well, it's time, folks. After all this, we finally stand before him, Dimensius. Now that we have the Rishi ribbons, we're all able to go through this portal and actually fight him. So it's time for us to enter the Mana Forge Omega and defeat Dimensius. We'll call it a day here, catch our breath before the penultimate battle. Thank you all so much for being here today as we completed Chapter 4 of the Knife's Edge campaign. Shadows on Guard is complete. All that's left is the Light of Karesh. I'll see you guys back here for the grand finale of the story in patch 11.2 next time.